Listen to me carefully. Paul is telling us right here that when you break God's law, you've committed sin. Because sin, the meaning of sin is breaking of God's commandment. You cannot use anything to describe sin than breaking of the law, which is God's commandment. So if you want to see that, let me open for you 1 John chapter 3 verse number 4. Let's go and read 1 John 3 verse 4. Praise the Lord. 1 John chapter 3 verse 4. So that, see, that this is the definition of sin, and let this meaning of sin ring in your ears, so that you understand the scriptures very well. Never let it go again. 1 John 3 verse 4. Whosoever commits sin transgress also the law, for sin is transgression of the law. Whosoever commits sin breaks the law, for sin is breaking of the law, which is God's 10 commandments. If you break God's 10 commandments, you have committed sin, because sin is breaking of God's commandment. Praise the Lord. Now you have the meaning of sin. Sin is breaking of commandments. Let it be in your mind. Then you ask your pastor, who says you are under grace, don't need God's commandment anymore, but he preached that don't commit sin. What sin again? If I'm under grace, I don't need God's commandment anymore, because where there is no sin, there is no law. Because where there is law, for sure somebody will break the law and sin will come. So if you preach that you are under grace and there is no law, then don't preach sin. Allow the members to steal, to kill, to commit adultery, all manner and sort of evil, and see whether they will make heaven or not. You are a believer. Your preacher still preach to you about sin. He says you are under grace. You are not under law. But it is the law that says that if you break it, it's a sin. So if you are not under law and you are under grace, where there is no law, there is no sin. Therefore, ask yourself, why is he still talking about sin? This is the simple illustration that you can ask any preacher, he can't answer you, because he can never talk about sin without telling them to keep a particular law, because the breaking of a law brings the sin. If you steal, it's sin. If you don't steal, you have not committed any sin. If you commit adultery, it's sin. If you don't commit adultery, it's not sin.